everybody, and welcome to Friday Night Strike. I'm your general manager, Johnny Von Hollywood, and I hope that you are all ready, because 'tis the season. This is not only our last week in WWE 2K25, it's also Pokemon Day, and I have a special treat for everybody in the audience tonight as we celebrate Pokemon Day with my co-commentator who joined me last week, Patrick Cross.
The pure poison era has infected Friday Night Strike again, and I am excited for this new game, JVH. Will I have a new hairstyle? People are going to look different. We're going to find out.
Will it be two-toned? I don't know.
Two-toned.
We're going to have to see.
Black and white hair, maybe.
Now, folks have been against me recently, and I figured why not have a bit of a Team Rocket situation here tonight.
That's lit.
Rodkip begged and pleaded before many weeks ago when he was still my co-commentator on Friday Night Strike. He said, I have to be there for the Pokemon Day episode. And I said, you know what, Rodkip, I guarantee you will be there. But he is not ready for the match of his life tonight, Pat, because I am taking over Team Rocket tonight, and I have put Rodkip in quite the situation here to kick off the Pokemon Day special of Friday Night Strike.
Well, I hope you have some water types, because he has an Incineroar coming down to the ring with him, and you're in a lot of trouble, because that's one hell of a Pokemon. Actually,
now,
my favorite.
If I recall correctly, the master that he is coming out with is Master Kukui, who is a professor in the later Pokemon generations that I do not know.
Yeah, I think it's the same game. It's the same game.
Struggle here.
It's the same game that's Incineroar is in. Incineroar is Litten.
Incineroar is Litten, I think.
Yeah,
It's
the final.
Poplio and Litten. I hate
Rowlet was mine. I loved the ghost.
Look, now, I did have to ask you an important question. I said, who's your favorite Pokemon?
Right here, it's Gangar! Gangar's coming to the ring! It's my favorite Pokemon! Did you have that planned? Did you honestly have that planned right there?
Now, look, folks, if you saw what happened on Monday Night Call, Rodkip had to deal with quite a few things over the past few weeks, and I figured why not extend the favor here to Friday Night Strike on Pokemon Day. Tonight, he has 3 Pokemon he needs to battle because joining Gangar is Lucario, the fighting-type Pokemon.
Oh, boy. Lucario, they did a weird thing with Lucario. They made him seem like a legendary when, they actually showed him off in Pokemon, and apparently he's not a legendary Pokemon.
Yeah.
So,
when I was a
weird.
young, dumb kid, I had many of friends that I believe thought Lucario was a legendary. But the last Pokemon joining them tonight, I'm sure Rodkip's shaking in his boots
for
Squirtle, the legend himself, making his way down.
I said a water type.
This is a tall Squirtle.
This is a water type. I mean, Incineroar is in a lot of trouble. He's going to have to use all of those fighting type maneuvers to take out Squirtle here tonight, because those fire type maneuvers will not be super effective.
Now, Rodkip did warn me beforehand, to be fair, and I was quizzing him. He wasn't expecting me to turn on him so violently in this way, but I was like, Rodkip, who's a good Pokemon to go after an Incineroar type? And he was like, well, definitely not Gangar, because Gangar can't hit a fighting type. And I was like, great.
Spear!
So good luck to however the hell this match is gonna go tonight against Rodkip.
1, 2, it's over. Oh, the Gangar. Gangar almost got it. That's my favorite Pokemon. Do you want to know one of the reasons Gengar's my favorite Pokemon?
Tell me all about it. It's our blockbuster match. It's Pokemon Day.
Hold on. We
tonight,
got
Pat.
a feast your eyes knee right to the face of Rodkip.
That might be it. Nighty-night, Rod.
Oh, I actually thought it was over right there. So the reason Gengar is one of my favorites is because he's poison like me and ghost like my parents. It's great.
Oh, alrighty. Kicking off the show strong here tonight on Pokemon Day. Many stories of ghost towns and Pokemon as Gangar sets up here against the ropes, brutalizing Rodkip. Now, Pat, what is your opinion on the whole me stealing Rodkip's girl
I think
situation?
I said it last week. If you ever try anything like that to me, you'll be eating food out of a straw for the rest of your life.
I won't have to. I found the love of my life in Michelle Martinez as Gangar is going after the referee.
You're such a
here.
toxic human being that I think you'll probably cheat on her. I mean, that's honestly how I feel, and we're going to move on.
I have never cheated on anyone in my life. I'll have you know.
You're not sounding convincing.
I've been cheated on, but this, just because I was able to steal Rodkip's girl from him doesn't mean, you know, that Michelle Martinez is a bad person. She didn't necessarily cheat on Rodkip. She fell out of love with Rodkip. Just like this audience has fallen out. Look at all of these Team Rocket fans in the crowd rooting against Rodkip tonight.
It's not necessarily they're rooting for Team Rocket. They're rooting for the best Pokemon ever, Gangar. It's hard for me to root for Rodkip, who I like a lot, because he's facing Gangar. Also, why does Gangar have a bag on his head? I don't know. Oh, Incineroar trying to get involved, though. They can't touch each other because, of course, Ghost and fighting don't match.
Makes sense, Pat. As he's arguing now with Incineroar, not able to touch each other.
No, but I will say Gangar is getting too distracted, and a poison Rana right there. Rodkip able to recover in the time that Incineroar was using to distract Gangar.
Kind of looking like you out there, Pat. These are he's reminding me of Patrick Cross over on Monday Night Raw. Because, you know, he's giving me a aura that I haven't seen from Rodkip in quite some time now.
Well, I mean, the man lost. Oh, and there we go. An axe handle right there, and another cover over on Gangar. One, and only a 1 count, you know.
Hey, this is our blockbuster match. We don't have the opportunity to talk about Pokemon and talk about fun things while the matches are going on here on Friday Night Strike, Pat. What's your favorite Pokemon movie? I'm sure it's one that Rodkip's like,
it's the original one, you two. Because I remember I owned that VHS when I was younger, and I watched it all the time.
Yeah,
I am 30 years old. I know what a VHS is. And here we go. Gangar stalking Rodkip right now. And another feast your eyes right there. Here we go. And he's out. Gangar is completely taken over this match and not really, you know, tagged anyone out. Lucario and Squirtle has not gotten in this ring, and he's also just not going for a cover.
In the previous video, we have
Squirtle with a spear.
Squirtle going for his spear
1,
into a cover.
2.
Oh my God.
And I'm going to assume that Rodkip is a fire type due to the attire, and Squirtle is going to be his biggest issue in this match. Squirtle staring dead into the crowd right now for whatever reason.
Just trying to bring up how previously we brought up people guessing down in the comments below what is Ace's favorite Pokemon. Let us know on Pokemon Day here on Friday Night Strike. I know I've stated in the past that mine is Darkrai, as Lucario gets tagged in and immediately goes for the cover.
Rodkip really needs to like change something in his life.
Rodkip's looking weak, like he should. Lucario's going to put him down. The false legend.
Dragon Sleeper. No, he taps. Oh, no. Come on.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Team Rocket's stealing all your Pokemon away, you little bitch.
He did that Dragon Sleeper on the ground and wrapped his legs around him. Rodkip just had nowhere to go.
Team Rocket with the win tonight. We're not the ones getting blown up into the blip in the sky because Gangar, Lucario, and Squirtle have beaten Rodkip here tonight. What a beautiful way to kick off our Pokemon Day episode.
I wouldn't.
As
I
we
wouldn't go that far.
Get ready to move on here to Friday Night Strike. What a way to kick off the show, Pat. Team Rocket with a win.
Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all.
Catch 'em all. Well, speaking of Pokemon, I have heard a little rumor that Spencer Saints has declared himself the Pokemon master of ShockWrestling, and he has issued an open challenge to anyone that thinks they are the master of this ring. So, Spencer Saints putting up an open challenge tonight against anybody who thinks that they are the master of the ring of ShockWrestling. Now, Pat, that could be many competitors.
It could. It's one of those things where people want to prove themselves, and when you do a open challenge like this against someone like Spencer Saints, anyone can...
Not to interrupt you, but Spencer Saints, do you see what's on his shirt?
He's bouncing too much.
I was going to talk about the stupid...
I can't read it.
There's a title around
Pokemon
his
Master,
waist,
yeah.
but it looks like F blank blank Gaz.
He has in the Discord. If people are in the Discord, by the way, check it out in our link in description. Spencer Saints has kind of changed his tune and is now anti-Gaz, anti-alien. Yeah.
Oh, this is not good, especially entering the new era with the new game right around the corner. I thought that Spencer Saints was going to be a Gaz supporter since day one, but it seems he's changed his mind, claims to be the master of the ring here, and has a new title around his waist. I believe we're going to put this on the line tonight,
I mean, this
folks.
guy hasn't won a single match, and he blames Gaz. That's why he blames Gaz, and that's also why he's wearing red. Fun fact for our art students out there. Red is the opposite of green.
Yes.
It's on the opposite side of the color wheel, so they're opposites.
Yes, like the lightsabers.
Yeah. Oh boy!
Return of the Jedi. What?
Oh.
Hold on, folks.
Oh boy.
For those Monday Night Caw exclusive watchers, the Rebel Eoin, the man with the winning streak, your European champion, who is accepting this open challenge by Spencer Saints here on Friday Night Strike.
Spencer Saints has not won a single match here in ShockWrestling, and I don't think that's going to change here tonight because Eoin is coming down to this ring, and this man is on another level entirely here in ShockWrestling, undefeated, and currently our European champion. You think
this man he's beaten a lot of people here in our past, Pat. I know that you have only been here for a year so far in ShockWrestling, but he's faced a lot of legendary competitors from SWWE's logo.
Well, I mean, I will say this. This is a night for Spencer Saints to really show what he has here in ShockWrestling. If he can manage to even come close to beating Eoin here tonight, that's going to do a lot for his career.
Look, if Beacon couldn't do it, I don't think that Spencer Saints, the former #1 fan of Gaz, is going to be able to put down the Rebel Eoin, soaking it. This guy always bitches and complains about being on the B show. Look at him taking in this crowd tonight.
Well, I mean, when he showed up, and it's become the A show. You know, you got a Caw guy on commentary, and now you got a Caw guy in the ring. So now your show is the A show.
I am a Caw guy. I started as a Caw guy. European Championship on the line.
Oh, he's putting his title on the line.
That's not all. That's not all, Pat.
Oh, boy. The Pokemon Master Championship on the line as well. Title for title.
Pat, did you play any of the Pokemon games? I feel like I'm trying to adjust to our younger audience, the kids at home. Do they still play
there's a Pokemon game every year. Now 2 Pokemon games every single year.
Yeah, TJ plays them. Who we will be seeing, I'm sure, later on tonight.
And it's, the newer ones, I think like the last 2 have not been too great. So they really need to step up their game when it comes to Pokemon. I think they'll...
Well, folks, don't forget, stepping up our game is what we do here in ShockWrestling. And, of course, we have the Outer Rim Championship, the new goings-ons with that. You'll hear some information about that later on tonight as we enter into the next week here. Pat, you and I, we're going to be entering 2K26 together. Will Eoin be entering it as your European champion and Pokemon Ringmaster?
If he doesn't, if he loses here,
or will Spencer Saints get his first damn win against
If he loses here, I'm going into the new game bald.
I don't know what to say. I don't know how I'm supposed to.
Wait, no, my hair. 1, 2, and a kick out. Thank God. Okay.
The real issue with this match, in my opinion, Pat, is, I've supported Spencer Saints. I thought he was possibly the chosen one, but then now he's against Gaz, the man who I say supported him most recently here in the Strike universe when most of the roster was neglecting Spencer Saints. And now for him to completely
What
turn
is he
on
doing?
him, claim that he's a
What is
master
he
of the ring.
What is he
he's
doing?
running.
This is a wrestling.
What do you do when you have to flee in Pokemon?
You run?
You run.
Oh my
you hit
God.
the run button.
Well,
bottom
I
right
mean,
corner.
he had a chance to run before the bell rang. Why is he waiting now?
I mean, he's the one who did claim he is the
Back
master of the ring.
suplex, sit out, powerbomb right there, and immediately changes the tone of this match. You know, if you have to put the chosen one on your tights, chances are you're not the chosen one. And now we got a tie up here in the middle, well, the side of the ring. And who's going to get the upper hand? And Spencer Saints pushing Eoin back into the rope.
Good job, Spencer.
You know, trying to prove he isn't a pushover here. And a kick to the midsection and immediately going after another Irish whip. Eoin reversing, dropping down. Oh, head, scissors, takeover, and then kips up right there.
Dude, Eoin was one of those competitors, Pat, that I've been in the ring with him in the past, but sometimes he gets back on his feet in a way that is so seemingly supernatural or alienistic.
Yeah, maybe, and oh my God.
Playing into Spencer's
just
hatred.
Throwing Eoin into the barricade and then kicking him in the midsection again. Has gone after the midsection a couple times. And a Hurricane Rana right there. And now taunting to the crowd, getting a little ahead of himself. You got to keep the pressure on when it comes to Eoin, because if you give him even a sliver of an advantage, he's going to win this match.
Notice how he is maintaining keeping him on the outside of the ring, though, throughout this match. I think that's a smart tactic that people usually don't use up against the Rebel.
Yeah, it's one of those
Eoin.
things where you can amplify the damage, slamming him on that thin padding outside the ring. And again, the midsection right there. Eoin grabbing the ropes, though. It's going to get very hard.
Last second rope break. That's dangerous for our referees.
Yeah, it's going to get very hard for Eoin to breathe. That midsection, those ribs, consistently getting attacked by Spencer Saints here. But now the Irish whip. And then a roundhouse kick to the... Oh, not a roundhouse kick. A kick to the chest right there. And now Eoin, as I said, he got a little bit of an advantage and now taking full control of this match. Right there.
Another one of those big right hooks by
discus
Eoin.
right hook to Spencer Saints after a fireman's carry hold. And now going up for a power bomb, but Spencer Saints punching out of it.
This is a brutal match. I am impressed by Spencer Saints' tactics here tonight against the Rebel Eoin.
And a backstabber.
Knees to the back.
Again, went for the ribs and stomach and now going for the lower back right there. You know, I think Spencer Saints has a really good plan here.
And we've neglected to say, Eoin
himself
has been
coup de grace, though.
Oh.
It might be over. 1, 2, 3. Again, he just...
I was just about to say, he's been through a pretty brutal few weeks himself, but the streak is staying alive and the champ is staying on top. Now your official Pokemon Master of the Ring here on Friday Night Strike. The Rebel Eoin beats Spencer Saints here tonight.
What do you think his favorite Pokemon is?
I don't know, man. Does he seem like a rock type? I feel like he's an Onyx guy. You know, Eoin and Onyx, don't you think they'd look cool in a picture?
Steelix.
Maybe I'll put a picture in right here of Onyx right behind him.
He looks more like a Steelix
all right, fine.
guy.
Look, all right, well, we'll do a splash image here, Pat.
I totally see it. I totally see it.
It will be a it will be a splash.
Look how cool that
behind
looks,
him.
guys. Look how cool it is. Double champ Eoin. Double champ Eoin.
Yeah, exactly. Right here, you know,
Put
perfect.
It, and I expect that
this.
in the fit check down in the Discord later on.
All right, I'm done talking about Pokemon. We are moving on tonight because now it's time to talk about some Outer Rim Championship action. We have a lot of people who want to prove themselves in this new reinvigorated Outer Rim Championship division. None other than Evan Stark wants to make his way down to the ring tonight to take on Luke Mercer. Now, the winner of this match will be the one who gets the opportunity to go after the new Outer Rim Championship next week on Friday Night Strike in 2K26.
Look, I do have a problem with this guy. So first of all, a couple weeks ago,
Evan?
I do. So Sean loves this guy. All right, Sean Really loves this guy. I don't care for him. He's an indie darling, which is fine, but thinks because he's an indie darling, he should already be at the top of the card, and I can't really respect that. I'm cool with everyone coming in and showing what they got, but you need to start from the bottom like everyone else, especially against this man right here, Luke Mercer. Let's go, Cowboy!
I should have known this is why you'd be all
And
on
look,
his
he's
side.
wearing black and green. Those are my colors right there. I became Southern for a second.
Now, Pat, why don't you tell me your experiences with this guy, Luke Mercer, over the previous season of the Proving
Luke
Grounds?
Mercer, as I said, you know, he is Mr. being dealt a bad hand. All of his tag partners is left, you know, just hasn't been able to get his footing. When he started here, he came after me when I was Rising Stars champion. Couldn't get a win over me, but Proving Grounds this last season was, you know, his first real shot as a single star since he started. And, you know, he actually got some wins under his belt finally. And he's really used it to, like, reinvigorate his career. And he wants to prove here tonight that he belongs on the main roster. And Evan Stark is a good starting point.
I'm rooting for Evan tonight here against Luke, because Luke, while he has shown that he has some prowess in the
clothesline
ring,
lariat, taking his head off immediately. Are we getting a fall? A 2 count already, though. Evan Stark is dazed and confused, and this match just started.
I have stated in the past, though, Pat, that Evan reminds me of a young Raven. You know, the Raven that originally joined the ShockWrestling universe in this reboot era and was very impressive back then. We have seen what the Raven has accomplished over the past few years. Maybe Evan Stark has that in him as well.
You know, the charismatic Cowboy right there now getting DDT'd by Evan Stark, and this match is going wild already. Big moves going back and forth, and now Evan Stark is in control.
Oh, see, Evan too. I like him. I think.
Oh, and right
this.
there, a springboard drop kick right there, knocking Luke Mercer down. And Luke Mercer,
he's able to show a prowess that we haven't seen here from somebody like Luke Mercer. We have seen.
Whoa! 1916 brain buster right there.
Oh!
And here we go, a cover. 1,
Is
2,
he gonna end it all?
and a kick out right there. Luke Mercer is still in this match.
Pat, my point
Dragon
is coming
Sleeper.
from we got to experience the Proving Grounds together. I don't think any of those competitors live up to the level of Evan Stark and what he could bring to this Outer Rim Championship division.
I understand that you feel that way, but you're just wrong. Luke Michael Mercer has been here 4 months, and he is trying to prove something here tonight. And here we go. Akima Giri right there to the face. Evan Stark just got here and thinks that he already deserves the world, and I just can't respect that. And honestly,
some superstars, that's the way they get their start here in this world, especially in the ShockWrestling universe. You got to be a little cocky to get what you want
that's
around
fine,
here.
and I get that, but, you know, I have not seen potential from him yet. And right there, a snake eyes in the corner, shades of The Undertaker, and now the charismatic Cowboy up on the top rope, calling for something.
Charismatic Cowboy. He's
Drop
not
kick.
going to be able to do anything.
You just said nothing, and he just did a drop kick. And oh my God! And
there it is, that Proving Grounds competitor coming right back
the
out.
Acai moonsault.
Evan Stark throwing him back into the ropes.
You know, people keep saying to Luke Mercer, "Who are you?" And he's proven who he is right here tonight.
Hopefully people will remember his name after this match. You know, this is what it's all about. Trying
Knee
to
trembler
enhance this
and a neck
Outer Rim
breaker
division.
right there. And Evan Stark is in trouble, and Luke Michael Mercer is getting beat down. Oh, and he's cut open. Luke Mercer, this is the mean streak Luke Mercer has. We've seen it during Proving Grounds, and we've seen it in the past. If he loses his cool, he just starts unloading bombs on his opponent. And another Kimagiri knee right there. And oh my God, Evan Stark is dazed. You can see he's just trying to survive and get away, crawling in the corner. And Luke is just not stopping.
I'm starting to lose hope, Pat. I'm starting to lose hope in Evan Stark here tonight. Look at the cowboy, Luke Mercer.
He gets out of the way. Schoolboy roll through. And now Irish whipping Luke Mercer into the ropes. And right there, a whirling kick and then a lion salt to Luke Mercer.
This is absolutely brutal. Move after move.
Dragon Sleeper again.
Evan's finally getting that upper hand again. Take him out. Nighty-night, Luke.
Are we going to see another Dragon Sleeper ending? But no. Luke getting out with those knees to the head. Drop kick. Another drop kick. He's feeling it. Clothesline misses. And a cross body right there.
He can't handle much more of this. Evan Stark to end it
1,
all tonight.
2, and he still kicks out.
This is unbelievable.
Oh, and here we go. Sliced bread, number 2. Here we go. 1, 2, and a kick out.
I can't believe it. Evan Stark showing off. Damn. Now, every time I go to say something nice about him, that's when Luke Mercer goes to get the upper hand against him. But we are trading blows here tonight.
And we're back and forth.
Pat.
Luke Mercer with the shot. And now Evan Stark coming back. Luke Mercer coming back. Going back and forth, dropping bombs at each other. Who was going to get the upper hand of this exchange? Chops back and forth, and a black mask back roundhouse kick, and Luke Mercer's calling for it. What is he going to do? Stunner.
No,
1,
no, get
2.
up, Evan, come on.
That's my boy right there. The charismatic cowboy shuts up the indie darling.
I am in shock. That was a very impressive match by both competitors here tonight. I am honestly impressed by both Luke Mercer and Evan Stark. While I wanted Evan to get the win, this is what the Outer Rim Championship in this new era is all about, Pat.
Yes, I keep telling people the Pure Poison era is an era in which young talent can come and drive the business forward. And tonight, this match proves what the Pure Poison era is about. These two guys trying to make a name for themselves in this beautiful business we call wrestling. And they proved something here tonight, win or lose.
Luke stopping Evan Stark in his tracks, the indie darling who wanted to prove himself. But the homegrown talent, Luke Mercer from ShockWrestling, is ready to step up and take on the winner of a match later on tonight. Yes, we still have a full Strike episode to go, folks. Well, I'm happy for you, Pat. I know that you were rooting for Luke Mercer throughout the previous season
my guy.
of the Proving Grounds, and I'm glad that he's finally got a win. But I'm getting breaking news that backstage there seems to be a bit of a going on. Arik Alexander and Zach Gold are fighting, but now...
What the hell?
Oh my goodness. The Golden Bucks are breaking up Zach Gold. Zach Gold is sick of being treated like a phony world champion here in ShockWrestling and has been stating that he wants to get a match, a proper... look, okay, fine, listen. Zach Gold will take on Arik Alexander tonight for the SWF World Championship.
Let's go!
We're putting that title on the line right here on Friday Night Strike. If the Golden Bucks want to run amok this way, the Director of Chaos might put them in their place here on Friday Night Strike.
I'm saying it now. My buddy Arik Alexander's leaving here tonight, the world champion for SWF. I'm calling it.
As we move on, here tonight, what a wild backstage moment that was, Pat, but now it's time for a different team I also dislike to be taking the stage here against a new team that there are quite a few fans of here on the ShockWrestling universe. Vengeance is somebody who I'm not a fan of. These two, of course, teamed up with Gavin Bell and were supporting his cause against our Shockwave Global Champion Animus. Team Vengeance, Aiden Albright on your left and Andre Knight on your right. These two, once again, they're very good competitors, but I can't respect them.
What are they trying to get revenge on? That's what I want to know. I mean, these guys come in, they look like they just rolled out of a scrapyard or a dumpster, and now they're having matches. And let's not forget, last week they did pin the Golden Bucks in that very weird finish, to say the least. And they're going up against, some good competition here tonight. Some proving grounds guys.
Yes, a bit of controversy. A bit of a controversial finish last week indeed, Pat, but now we are stepping in with these Proving Grounds competitors who we got to experience throughout this past season, including the champ, the ruler himself, Russell Tanaka.
So Russell Tanaka has a tattoo appointment with my brother coming up. My brother's going to do a tattoo for him on his arm.
Oh, interesting. Now, since you seem to be buddies, actually, let me go back a step. Russell Tanaka, when he first joined the ShockWrestling universe, stated that he is ready to make friends. He's a friendly guy. He's ready to make friends across all of the locker room, even with people he plans on stepping into the ring with. And he has proven his point over this previous season of the Proving Grounds. He teamed up with Jacob, and then, of course, eventually beat Jacob in that fatal 4-way to end out the season. And he's been stepping in with Damian Cruz being his buddy. Damian Cruz supported Russell Tanaka throughout the whole last season of the Proving Grounds. He said that he hoped the two would walk out as both champions, and they did.
Oh boy, this is the Rising Stars champion, and you know what that means. He's going to come down here, and if you do not get up and yeet GVH, I'm going to be very upset with you. So when he gets down here and he starts yeeting, you better be yeeting with us.
I'm ready tonight, Pat. We are going to be yeeting tonight because it's eat, sleep, tato, repeat for the Rising Stars champion, Damian
I love
Cruz.
this guy. This guy had such an impressive season in the Proving Grounds, eventually beating Cameron Barker for the Rising Stars championship. I love the Rising Stars championship. Yeah, it's a championship that's very near and dear to my heart. And stand up right now. Are we ready? Everyone in the chat, I want to see a yeet in the chat when we start. Here we go. Here we go. I'm feeling it. We're feeling it, ladies and gentlemen. And let's start yeeting.
Listen, folks, I know you all at home are big fans of Pat Cross in the booth. I am as well. But if I'm going to have to deal with this every new yeet in 2K26, I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle it, guys. Okay, Dad.
Yeah, this guy is so great. I love Damian Cruz.
Well, they fixed it because now they would be eating again.
Yeah, they did fix
right?
it. It was a last ditch fix right before the new game comes out.
Next week, Damian, I'm gonna push. You're gonna be booked next week.
You guys better make your character.
I'm gonna try.
I'll do Russell, I want to point out.
Oh my God!
Here we go.
Well, this is not the way I want to kick off the match, Pat.
Immediately getting a pin over and Russell Tanaka kicking out. Russell Tanaka has been very, very dominant. All of Proving Grounds, pretty much everywhere he goes. This is not a competitor you want to mess with. But
he, of course, participated in the Shock Rock Rumble as well. He was my pick to win. Sadly, I wasn't able to commentate him that much because I was in the ring at the same time he was.
What do you think his favorite drink is? I'm only saying that because he's rocking those green T-shorts right now.
I don't know.
I meant to say it.
Quick tag here by Aiden Albright and Andre Knight. Now, of course, Damian Cruz and Russell Tanaka were very impressive last week.
So
goodness.
Incidental contact.
Okay, if the chaos is about to continue, you
One.
want to talk about
Only
this?
a one count.
Another kick.
That miscommunication. Oh, what's going on? What is They're just falling apart. They are
smart.
falling apart.
Look, Russell Tanaka and Damian Cruz are showing what it really means to bring a vengeance here on Friday Night Strike. Tanaka, the ruler of the Proving Grounds, showing Aiden Albright how it's done. Meanwhile, Andre Knight's now going back after Damian Cruz on the outside of the ring. Andre Knight has been an impressive superstar, but this is absolute chaos, Pat. This is not what I was expecting.
Incidental contact really kind of broke down Vengeance for a minute, but now, Aiden Albright, I do believe is the one outside the ring, is attacking Damian Cruz, who isn't even the legal man outside the ring.
Oh! Andre Knight is taking on Damian Cruz in the corner there as Aiden Albright is getting brutalized by Russell Tanaka on the outside.
I just realized
here.
I confused the two.
I don't even know what to say anymore, Pat. This is not what I expected at all for this match between the two teams. And of course we know that Vengeance was following in Gavin Bell's footsteps, trying to go after Animus unsuccessfully.
A hammer dive right there, double axe handle, I should say. And wow.
Is this like the Fallen Empire? I know Star Wars month isn't too far away, Pat, but like, is this what we're seeing? Are we seeing the remnants of Vengeance just kind of fizzle their way out here against these two proving ground
It's very possible, but an
superstars?
insecurity right to Damian Cruz, who got tagged in. And Vengeance is now seemingly trying to get back on track after that messy start to this match.
I just don't see how they can at all here. And of course, I am not somebody who is rooting for
standing
Team
shooting
Vengeance
star
over
press
here.
right
Andre
there.
Knight. Andre's trying to get himself back into the game here. And he is an impressive superstar, but maybe he needs to wipe off the demon pain. Maybe he needs to step away from his inner demons and focus on himself. Like TJ Baker
these
did.
factions, you can only go so far in a faction. You need to relax and, kind of step out on your own. And I think when they follow someone, they're kind of doing their bidding. They're not doing what's best for them.
Oh, quick kick out there. Interesting points you have, Pat.
A springboard insecurity right there. But Andre getting the better of Damian Cruz. Damian Cruz can't really, get the upper hand over...
throughout this whole match, he hasn't been able to. Of course, we just recently saw him get tagged in, but even on the outside of the ring, Andre Knight was bullying.
Yeah, Andre Knight going after the midsection of Damian Cruz right there. And, Russell Tanaka trying to get a pin. Oh, and a black hole slam! Middle of the ring! And Russell Tanaka breaking it up. Now, I'm going to give you guys a little hint on tag team matchups. Russell Tanaka can now not break up a pinfall or submission until he is tagged back into the ring now. So now Damian Cruz has no backup if he's getting pinned for this match. But Damian Cruz with a springboard insecurity right to the face of Aiden Albright. And going after Andre. That's not the legal man. This is classic rookie tag team mistakes right here.
You're not seeing a synchronization, but look at this by Damian. Oh, quick roll up.
He gets it.
He does it. Wow.
They just beat the team that beat the tag team champions.
Well, that is a way to put them down here tonight. Not only we had a controversial finish last week's episode of Friday Night Strike, but this week, Damian Cruz with the quick roll-up against Aiden Albright for Russell Tanaka and Damian Cruz to get the win here on Friday Night Strike. I am quite impressed. This is an interesting way to put down Team Vengeance.
Yes, and as I stated earlier, Vengeance beat the tag champions even though it was controversial, and now they beat the people who beat the tag champions. So what does that mean for these teams over here on Strike?
But now it's time we move on to a #1 contenders match for the Community Creations Championship. And these two competitors that are stepping into the ring to face Skywalker. Skywalker is somebody who I saw a future in here in ShockWrestling, but then, of course, he joined the Golden Bucks, and I haven't liked him ever since.
I feel like I can, land a plane on that guy's forehead. God damn.
Damn.
Sorry, Steven. Sorry, Steven. Sorry, Steven. Anywho, he's coming down to the ring, and you can say what you want about the Golden Bucks, but they are slowly becoming the constant problem over here on Friday Night Strike.
Yeah. I see what you did there, jackass. Don't worry. Tonight, Skywalker is going to be put down by Vittorio Grau, who I know that you are quite the fan of.
Oh, I love Vittorio.
Over on the Proving Grounds.
When we went up against Velocity Express during the Proving Grounds, that man showed me a lot of what he has to offer this wrestling business. This guy is going to be a future star here in Shock Wrestling, whether it's still with Velocity Express or by himself. I have a lot of hope for this man, and I think he's going to shock a lot of people here tonight and get this victory.
Oh my God. Who even allowed their... What? Did you...
Why does he get a pyro budget and I don't?
I don't know if that last pyro was for Skywalker or for Vittorio, but it reminds... Never mind. It reminds me of Orange Cassidy's entrance.
All right, I want a drip check. Drip check. Someone put him in the drip check. Look at this attire.
Vittorio Grau rocking some gear here tonight on Friday Night Strike. Well, once again, you're the fan of this guy, and you got to face off against him early on in the season of the Proving Grounds that we had earlier this year. I mean, I know that you said, actually, one of my first memories of us commentating him together was you were really disappointed when he took off the mask.
Yes, I was.
Do you think he's taking off the mask here tonight?
Unfortunately, I really think he is. I wish he wouldn't. Just keep the mask on, bro. Look at this attire. It's great. He's Shock Rock Knight. You know, this is aura.
Is awesome.
This is aura right here.
I love this. Shout out to Vittorio Grau, who, of course, we hopefully will be seeing next week in a new version. Maybe not. Maybe we'll see him in a few weeks.
The Noir,
we'll
the Saint.
Stick around.
You know, this guy's great, and I think he has a good shot. Oh, he took the mask off. It's over. Hey, that's how I dye my hair.
All right, Vittorio Grau taking on Skywalker, rooting for Vittorio here in the booth. It seems that both of us are here tonight against the Golden Buck, trying to put Skywalker down. He's got some support on the outside of the ring with a Bo-tastic Bo King, though. I think this is interesting to send out Bo King in support of Skywalker.
You know, when you have, again, I was talking about factions, but this is one of the problems a faction presents for everyone. It's, even though Bo-tastic King is out there, you know, there's two other guys in the back. You know, you have to keep your head on a swivel when you're going up against one of the Golden Bucks. Vittorio Grau.
Yes.
And a spinning back roundhouse right there. And now going after the leg of Vittorio right there. You know, this...
Look, we know that Vittorio and Ian Falcon as a team, Velocity Express, were able to do well together. But Vittorio he's able to show his abilities. Hopefully, he's able to show them against young Skywalker tonight.
Oh, Skywalker
I'm
tying up Vittorio.
Palpatine when I watch Skywalker in the damn ring.
Vittorio's in trouble right here. He's all tied up, and what a disrespectful maneuver right there. I
don't even know why I booked him. I don't know why I even allowed the Golden Bucks to appear on my show of Friday Night Strike.
Yeah, they're going to be a constant problem, and it's kind of your fault.
Look at what he's doing. Bo King knocking off the thing, distracting the referee as Vittorio's trying to get the advantage over Skywalker.
Yeah, well, it's not really helping Skywalker right now because Vittorio is now taking this match of his own, and a bangarang.
That's what I like to see here by Vittorio.
And a springboard moonsault off the tippy top rope. And here we go. 1, 2. Oh, only a 1 count, though. You're going to have to do more to keep Skywalker down. Skywalker going to the corner. And here we go. And back it up. Oh, German suplex.
Interesting sequence here by Vittorio Grau as he rolls over Skywalker.
And here we go. What do we got? We got an arm bar. Is he gonna make Skywalker tap out? But Bo King is right there. Bo King can easily do something about it, but the referee is staring straight at them, so it's a good idea he didn't. He would have got Skywalker disqualified right there.
We, of course, did see Skywalker take on Jay Wolf last week on Friday Night Strike. Vittorio.
Jumping Hurricane Rana right there. And Bo King throwing in a Nintendo stick. Whoa. Vittorio, don't. The referee stopping Vittorio Grau right there. And now yelling at Bo King. Skywalker, a curb stomp.
This is too much chaos for one night here on Friday Night Strike. The referee's all confused now. Skywalker with the advantage over Vittorio all of a sudden. I'm not liking this one bit, Pat.
No, Skywalker and Boastic King, I can't say his name to save my life, is really gotten in the head of Vittorio Grau. And a roundhouse kick right there.
This is not what I wanted to see here. Skywalker, the Golden Buck,
Oh,
diving to the outside.
And a tope over the top rope right there. Vittorio is in a lot of trouble. I don't know what he's going to have to do to get ahead in this match, because Skywalker is just showing he's kind of on another level right here.
I have to admit, look at this. What? Oh!
Must have a gymnastics background right there. That was an impressive handstand off the top rope, and a combo into a bicycle knee, and one German suplex.
Oh, no. Come on, Vittorio.
2 German suplexes.
You gotta get out of
and
this.
3 German suplexes. We just went to Suplex City, and Vittorio is in a lot of trouble. And a roundhouse kick.
Express.
A double roundhouse kick.
No more. The train has
1,
stopped on the track.
2, 3. Vittorio Grau tried here tonight, but it wasn't enough to get the better of Skywalker.
#1 contender for the Community Creations Championship.
Now just
once again, Skywalker from the Golden Box.
Now just imagine if they win the Community Creations title, then they're, what, 1 title away? Well, technically, they're 1 Shock title away from having all Shock championships.
All right, settle down over there. Listen, folks, we still have a busy night ahead of us. Coming up shortly is going to be your Shock Rock Rumble winner, TJ Baker, making his way down. And then, of course, we have our Outer Rim Championship match continuations for the next week when we put that championship back on the line on Friday Night Strike. And then we have the other Golden Buck, Zach Gold, appearing later on to take on Eric Alexander for the SWF World Championship. We have a busy night ahead of us, but don't forget, we also have a main event, Delilah Sheilds versus Skull, the European Championship on the line. Pat, I am excited for the rest of this night, even though we got another Golden Bucks win. This match, TJ Baker, shoot. It's not even TJ coming out.
Protostar! Kyle Murphy is here, and look at him in his glory.
Now, TJ Baker is kind of like you, Pat, where he has stated that he sees potential in Kyle Murphy. Now, tonight, TJ is going to be taking on the Protostar in, I believe, a non-title match, but we will see if the referee picks it up or not. I don't got my walkie-talkie with me, Pat, as Kyle Murphy makes his way in. Now, of course, you have been a big fan of him. I got to experience him before the gimmick change as well. I saw some potential in the guy, but what do you see in the Protostar that some of the others around Shock Wrestling might not?
Sorry about that. I'm just in awe of the Protostar right now. Oh, he has such aura. I just don't know. Sometimes I wish I came up with this idea with the star glasses, but then I realized, I would look way better in it, so I'm glad I didn't.
All right, settle down.
I gotta keep myself humble a little bit.
Look, he's not ready to face the Force. That is your Shock Rock Rumble winner, 2026.
Bittersweet.
Come on, TJ.
Bittersweet.
Come on, get out.
Bittersweet.
The Raven, the Bird.
What's taking him so long?
The Bird of Tomorrow, TJ Baker, your PWF World Champion, the Raven.
Oh, is that an Articuno outfit? That's pretty cool.
I was just about to say, wearing his Articuno gear. It is Pokemon Day. Good job, TJ. I'm proud of you.
Are you proud of me? I was able to call it. I'm not as unk as you think I am.
I'm proud of TJ for actually getting a gear ready in time is what I was trying to say, Pat.
I'm kind of questioning why he didn't do a Raven Pokemon.
Okay,
Crobat.
Stop.
This is Crobat.
We need to focus here. The PWF World Champion is taking on Kyle Murphy, and I hate to say it because I know you're a Kyle Murphy guy. Raven's probably gonna crush him.
I wouldn't go as far as crush him. Do I think, Kyle Murphy's the underdog here? Sure. I mean, I know firsthand what the Raven is capable of. As I said, bittersweet seeing him. I love the guy, but, it was me and him in the last in the last 2 of the Rumble, and I really wanted it to be me, and it ended up being him. But he is not a slouch. He's a top guy here in Shock Wrestling. Been here for a long time, and Kyle Murphy really has to step up his game here tonight if he wants to beat the Shock Rock Rumble winner.
And of course, folks at home, whatever Pat says is coming from that more recent perspective, but we need to think about what Raven had done more recently as well. This guy had to find his inner self. This guy had to go through being mean as the Raven and had to go and find his inner TJ Baker. And I think that the year of 2026 is bound to be his year. He's already PWF World Champion. We can't discredit that. He's now the 2026 Shock Rock Rumble winner, who was threatened by Ace last week, Pat. Now, I don't know what your takeaway from all that chaos was, but it made me uncomfortable.
Look, it's one of those things where Ace just needs to be in control. That's all it is. He's a control freak. He needs to be in control. His boyfriend is leaving him for a couple months or forever, hopefully. Who knows? I keep forgetting that guy's name anyway. But, you know, he wants a new toy to help him out, and he feels as though Raven, who won the Rumble, you know, is that toy. I guarantee you whoever won that Rumble, Ace would have went to.
We're about to have a Scary Box conspiracy podcast here tonight because do you think that maybe
hold on,
Ace sees in the Raven, Ace sees in the Raven that he is a potential just replacement for Nicholas.
I mean, that is very much possible. And oh my God, I don't know what just happened right there, but he dived
and he scratched his eyes on the way down.
Something like that. But the incidental contact, a lot of people just kind of throwing caution to the wind. It is Mayhem season and the last week of 2K25, and these guys want to show out here. And again, a tightrope drop kick right there. But I personally believe no matter who won that Rumble, Ace was going to, you know, say that stuff too. I think Raven just so
that's
happened.
A valid point as well. I can see where you're coming from. Ace always trying to get his grubby little fingers.
Frog splash off
inside
the top
of
rope.
Everything.
And now Raven, you know, showing that mean streak a little bit. You got to remember, Emerson Rivers is the... Yeah.
Looking like the constant here tonight as he goes for a suplex. Maybe he is leaning in towards what Ace said last week. I thought he was going after the referee there.
I got a bicycle kick. But here, look, he does the constant stuff, and then immediately Kyle Murphy took over. Don't forget everything Emerson taught you and made you, feel, TJ. Don't throw that away. And a DDT right there.
Having to find his inner peace, his inner self. TJ coming out on top.
And a coup de grace. Coup de grace to Kyle Murphy.
The flight of Icarus here tonight. Raven putting up Kyle Murphy. Is it going to end it all?
And a kick, a drop kick to the face. Kyle Murphy is in a lot of trouble right now. And TJ... putting him out. And
he's going to end it.
Boom.
This is it.
Right there.
The bird call. Into a cover.
1, 2, and the protostar could not take out TJ Baker here tonight.
However many letters TJ can't count, squawk, or whatever he says. I tried being on his side, Pat, but the bird has won tonight. TJ Baker beating the protostar Kyle Murphy, which once again, TJ Baker said he respects Kyle Murphy and sees potential in him in the future, but not enough to beat the Shock Rock Rumble 2026 winner.
Again,
who has a lot on his mind after last week's announcement
Look, Raven has a lot to think about, and I think he needs to make the right choice. But what's going on here? Kyle
Murphy's grabbing a steel chair.
Kyle Murphy,
I don't know if Raven sees him, but Kyle Murphy...
Just leave.
It looks like he's going after the Raven, possibly.
Whoa. What's he doing here? That's Big Ham.
Big H.
Big Ham. Sorry, I don't know why I said Big Ham.
Big H stopping Kyle Murphy in his tracks. Kyle Murphy was going into the ring to attack the Raven, but Big H grabs onto him and slams him into the steel chair. There it is, Pat. The constant getting their grubby little fingers involved in everything.
Damn.
TJ could have TJ may not have seen him, but he could have handled it. He didn't need Big H's help here
see
tonight.
A replay of him just running over Kyle Murphy right there. I don't like Big H at all. I've gotten in the ring with him, you know, that big afro man. He doesn't need to be here on strike. Stay on call.
The freight train running through Kyle Murphy here tonight to protect TJ is what I got from that, even though TJ has a lot more thinking he needs to do if he's going to respond to the constant here in the Shock Wrestling universe. This is very interesting developments here on Friday Night Strike as we move on tonight. It's time for that outer rim action I was talking about from earlier. The winner will face Luke Mercer for the Outer Rim Championship next week on Friday Night Strike. Who could it be stepping into the ring first tonight? None other than Flyboy DJ Holmes.
Let's go, Flyboy. Clap, 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 clap. Oh, purple and silver and black. I like it. I like it a lot. This guy does.
Flyboy, of course, has gotten some experience with El Vigilante Violente recently as they teamed up together in the Shock Wrestling universe, but also were feuding over the previous season of the Proving Grounds. These are two luchadors that I have really much enjoyed here so far in the Shock Wrestling universe, but tonight, Flyboy is taking on another Proving Grounds superstar in Max Marshall.
Man, you know, I think Flyboy got it here tonight. You know, I've gone on record and say Max Marshall. Well, I kind of like him. Flyboy, this guy has aura. I like how he looks. I like his attire. I like his style. Yes, he cheats a little bit. It's fine. But I think this guy has potential. And I'd love to see Luke Mercer versus Flyboy next week.
As Flyboy preps for his match here tonight, this Outer Rim Championship division, we had a very impressive match between Evan Stark and Luke Mercer earlier on. Will Flyboy and Max Marshall be able to deliver like their other Proving Grounds superstars or tonight? Max Marshall, the man of tomorrow. Now, if I recall correctly, Pat, you and him didn't necessarily get along.
No, I think he has a ridiculous hairstyle, and it's one of those things.
It all always goes back down to his hair.
Look at my hair, JVH. My hair is perfect.
You have beautiful hair.
And my hair is perfect. And I have to see a guy like that come in here with that hairstyle. How do you even set that up? Is he actually from the future and that's normal? If that's the future hairstyles, I hope I die before it comes in style, honestly. Wait, he's going to do the thing. He's going to take his glasses off.
I was going to try to guess what year he was from, but I actually couldn't, and then I started thinking about the whole Meet the Robinsons thing where his hairstyle kind of reminds me of that generation of the future. Isn't it weird that people from the past, you know, imagine that 2015 would have flying cars, and of course we don't have flying cars or DeLoreans that time travel or anything fun like that?
Yeah, well, we also thought the future was going to be analog, and yeah, that didn't happen either. I just watched Alien.
Trying to start a debate.
I watched the original. I watched the original Alien the other day, and that's why I said that.
The producer starts screaming in my ear. All right, this is causing chaos here tonight. We have hey, I guess this is what the Outer Rim Championship is all about now. The Outer Rim Championship. I didn't bring it up earlier, Pat, but this title is the second oldest title in the history of all 8+ years of SWWE.
Oh, really? Oh, I did not know that. I'm learning something new.
The Outer Rim Championship is a very, very important title to us here in the Shock Wrestling universe. Its first champion was Thrawn, and of course, Thrawn, the Grand Admiral, the belt collector over here in SWWE lore, I believe also brought it back to the Shock Wrestling universe. I could be wrong about that.
And
it was Nicholas, the producer just told me in my ear. I was like,
who's that?
Me, because I knew it was Nicholas.
Who's Nicholas?
I knew it was him.
Who's Nicholas? I don't know who that guy is. Anywho,
the crowd pleaser himself, who's the one who brought the Outer Rim Championship back, I believe.
Whoa. JVH, there's something going on right now. Flyboy. Oh my God, Poison Rana off the top.
Look, these two have a lineage to live up to, and I'm expecting them to put on one hell of a match tonight. So far, they're doing all right. Come on, Flyboy.
Flyboy.
You could be a little bit more impressive than that, Flyboy.
Flyboy immediately throwing out big moves to try to end this match early, knowing that he's going to go up against Luke Mercer if he wins. And immediately, Max pushing off Flyboy and a leg drop right there. I think this match is going to be way more competitive than anyone's going to give it credit for, and almost taking out the referee right there.
Now, something else I want to point out, Pat, is both of these competitors have very different styles than Luke Mercer's cowboy kind of style that we have seen here in the ring recently.
The charismatic cowboy winning his match earlier tonight. And these guys, are going to show out here tonight to try to get a spot to face him. And here we go.
You've pointed out in the past, why hasn't Max Marshall cheated? And, if he's from the future, shouldn't he know how the matches go? But if he's inserting himself into this timeline, I'm sure he is not ready for Flyboy DJ Holmes and what he could bring here tonight on Friday Night Strike.
Drop kick to the back, and I explained why he can't do that multiple times. When you go back to the past, you're creating a new future that you were not a part of. So that's why he doesn't know who wins. And a kick right to the leg.
Max Marshall's now trapped here, bringing the thunder. Who's the main event of WrestleMania 75, Max? Tell me now.
Probably.
Well, not now. You're in the middle of a match.
Probably, one of the Anoa'i family versus.
Yes, it's gonna be. Yes, you're right.
Probably
Roman Reigns. It's gonna be on the top of that card.
Roman Reigns' great grandson versus some other guy.
Maybe Max Marshall will be there to maybe he'll tell us. Maybe he'll update us in our Discord as
DJ Flyboy trying to kick.
Misses a kick.
Max Marshall just immediately right out of the.
I hate when that happens. Oh, crowning him. Flyboy with the crown to the cover.
2, and a kick out by Max. And DJ has been in control almost this whole match, and a moonsault
still with the upper
rope.
hand over the future superstar, as he likes to call himself, I guess.
Oh, and a knees to the back. We've seen him do that before in the past. And what is it setting up for? He's immediately on the top rope, and a moon stomp. Moon stomp right there. One of the most devastating moves in wrestling history. 1, 2. Oh, and a kick out.
What?
I thought it was over right there.
Flyboy can't believe it himself.
I thought it was over.
I can't believe it.
We can't see his facial expression, but the body language tells it all. He is in shock.
He's trying to make him tap.
That
Look
midsection.
At this. He's yanking on the head of Max Marshall. He wants to pop that stupid haircut right off.
Oh, and right there, getting out of that camel clutch type maneuver, and immediately neck breaker to DJ. And here we go. Max Marshall calling for something, stalking DJ Flyboy. Kick to the stomach.
Oh, no.
And what do we got? Future Shock DDT.
Oh, I get it.
2.
Is that it?
And a kick out right there.
Thank goodness. I thought the man of tomorrow was about to beat Flyboy, but I think I'm rooting for Flyboy in tonight's match as he goes right back after Max, but Max kicks him off to the outside.
Insecurity hits the ground right there. Now Max is immediately keeping the pressure on. We're in the tail end of this match, it must be, and these guys now need to pull off bigger moves to finish it. The last thing they want to do is have this match go longer than it needs to, and then they fight Luke Mercer injured.
That's a valid point. Next week is a very big week, going after that brand new Outer Rim Championship, going after Luke Mercer, a superstar who is slowly regained his trust here in the Shock Wrestling universe.
I don't know if you saw that, but Luke Mercer clipped the ring and let go of Flyboy, and it gave Flyboy the advantage, letting him back on his feet, and now took advantage, and now Max is outside the ring, dazed and confused, and Flyboy is the competitor who is just waiting for him to come back in, but now taunting, and this always bites people and costs them in the future. Oh, man. Oh, no. Irish whip.
What are we going to see here between the two of them, Max? No! Flyboy taking advantage. That's what I like to see. Flyboy's back in it.
And now they're striking.
Look at this, back and forth.
Oh, here we go. And a kick to the face. Flyboy is in trouble. A kip up right there.
Max is back on his feet, going in. Oh, my goodness.
A tilt-a-whirl kick right there, or a wheel kick, if you like to call it.
This is what I'm talking about. This is where I'm like, oh, did he study tapes? Did he see what moves Flyboy was going to do in the past? Does he know what sequence to do against Flyboy?
He might, because he was going after the leg right there, and that takes out the high-flying arsenal of DJ Flyboy. If he cannot walk, if he cannot utilize those legs, half of his arsenal is taken out of this match.
Oh, my God.
And immediate.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. That can also.
Robert, the Proving Ground GM, as he likes to call them, the shoot kicks.
Oh.
I don't know if. Oh, no.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to go to your liquor cabinets if you're old enough and take a shot. We have a strike off, shot for shot. They're going back and forth.
Who's going to get the advantage? Flyboy, DJ Holmes, or Max Marshall, the man from the future? Another big chop by Max.
They're just chopping each other back and forth, and who's going to get the upper hand of this exchange? I honestly have no idea, JVH.
Every moment this match has had so far, it looks like Flyboy, every time he's going to get the
Hockey fight, JVH.
He's not able to do it again. Come on, Flyboy.
Running back. And here we go. Oh! And a complete shot. Shining Wizard right there. 1, 2. Oh, and a kick out still. These guys are putting on a clinic here tonight.
Look, they had a lot to live up to between that Evan Stark and Luke Mercer match from earlier in the night. And they are bringing the thunder tonight, Pat.
And here we go. Flyboy, I think, feels as though he has this match in the bag right now, just taunting. And Max Marshall outside of the ring recovering, though. He's telling him to bring it. And a running neck breaker right when he says that, and both men down. Oh.
I don't
right
think
here.
he was expecting
he has a cover.
At all.
1, 2. Oh, right there.
Oh, no. Max Marshall, the man from the future. I'm shocked, Pat. That was
a running neck breaker.
That was not what I expected.
A running neck breaker ended the match. You know, if we see at the end, Flyboy yelled at him and told him to bring it, and then a running neck breaker just took out Flyboy. He just had nothing left. Neither of these men did. He was exhausted covering him right there. What a match here tonight.
Yes, both Luke Mercer and Evan Stark, and then Max Marshall and Flyboy DJ Holmes, putting on fantastic matches here in our final episode of Friday Night Strike in 2K25. But Max Marshall, that was kind of a sneaky win, in my opinion, Pat.
That was a desperate win.
I don't know if Flyboy expected that to really knock him out like it did.
No, that was a desperate win. You know, if that match didn't end right there, I don't know what would have happened. These guys went at it for a while.
But now it is time for our SWF. Supreme Wrestling Frontier World Title Match.
Well, there he is. There he is, Arik Alexander.
Now, the Director of Chaos. This is a competitor I have grown quite fond of over the past year of ShockWrestling. He has shown that he does know how to direct chaos and will always appear where anarchy reigns. Arik Alexander starting this another feud here in ShockWrestling, which, I mean, we know he has the rivalry with Judgment that fed families over the past few months here on Friday Night Strike. Arik Alexander now going after Zach Gold, and me declaring it official earlier. He is taking on Zach Gold for that SWF World Championship here in ShockWrestling. I mean, this is the chaos that I think Arik Alexander thrives in, Pat.
Yes, I do believe so as well. Chaos and anarchy. And that's how this match started here tonight. In a chaotic backstage scene. It now gets him an SWF World Championship match. Arik Alexander has just been clawing and dying to get a world title opportunity, and you know, he has one here. Might not be for Shock, but it's for SWF. And imagine if he takes that SWF world title off of Zach Gold here tonight. What a shocking victory that would be.
Now, Zach Gold recently was stating that he's sick of being called a phony, saying that he's holding a fake world championship that some of the Strike roster has been calling him out on with his SWF world championship around his waist. And that's, you know, if he's going to say things like that, I guess we're going to have to make it official and for Zach Gold to prove his point. While I disagree with Zach Gold as a Golden Buck and as somebody who causes a pain in my ass, I do think that Zach Gold is a fantastic competitor. Notice he has made his way down with Ricky Starr. Bo King earlier supported Skywalker, and I noticed that Ricky Starr is alone in support of Zach Gold here in tonight's match.
You know, it's one of those things where I look at Zach Gold, and from that neck up, he looks like a Vengeance member. Just saying. Anywho, yeah. Again, the constant problem that you have in Strike the Golden Bucks, you know, all night, you know, have really been kind of running roughshod here, except for the tag team match. Oh, that was Vengeance. Sorry.
Look. Me and Zach Gold, head to head. Hate that guy.
Okay.
Look at him.
Okay.
Punk. Arik Alexander, the director of Chaos. I didn't like Arik Alexander when he first joined the ShockWrestling universe. I'm going to be completely honest.
Neither did I.
But he's grown on me.
He was part of the Burning Path.
He's proven to be a good director.
He was part of the Burning Path, the original Burning Path, and I hated them.
Look. We don't even need to bring up the...
It's part of history. We need to bring it up. And that is the one thing I don't like about him, is that he was part of the Burning Path.
It's funny. I don't allow you to bring up the Burning Path on Strike. Meanwhile, all I bring up on Call is Burning Path memories as the two are going at it. Zach Gold taking on Arik Alexander. Both of these competitors, I believe, joined back at the Shock 64 tournament.
Yes.
Actually, Arik Alexander, I believe, appeared a few weeks before the Shock 64 tournament, if I recall correctly, and started causing chaos.
Yeah, we all got T-shirts for the Shock 64 tournament. They both were in the Shock 64 tournament along with me, so I know these guys very well. And a spine buster!
Oh!
Snatching them up right there.
Now, I don't think these two are going to put on quite the match that we just had for our Outer Rim Championship shot previously, but these two are also very different wrestling types than Flyboy, DJ Holmes, and Max Marshall. The
right
director
there.
of Chaos showing off!
A bulldog right there from the corner.
Is this it?
Oh, and a 2 count right there.
How disrespectful would it be for the director of Chaos to take that SWF World Championship right out of your grips, right out of your stupid hooves?
Oh, what is he going for?
Golden Buck.
He's calling for something, and a running knee to Zach Gold.
Like a deer in headlights, it's over tonight.
Did you see?
There you go.
Did you see that? He like kicked him in the head before he did that leg drop. The disrespect.
That double kick to the head, that was really cool. Yeah. That was slick.
Again, Arik Alexander. Oh! Triangle choke right here.
Oh my God, it's happening. It's happening. We are ripping that SWF title. Damn it. Damn it. We were so close.
And here we go.
I'm sorry, Pat. My feuds with those other federations, my feuds with the Golden Bucks, it's overpowering my feelings tonight. I want Arik Alexander to just grab that title from him.
You know, I want Arik.
Ricky Starr can't believe it himself.
I want Arik to win as well because, you know, I've known him for a while and he really deserves it. And, you know, I feel the same way. I just don't yell about it. You know, I'm very professional up here and behind the commentary desk, unlike other people.
Look, my favorite commentator's Michael fucking Cole.
Wait, what do we got?
This is it.
Claymore kick right here.
We're ending it.
One, two. Oh, what a
three.
kick out right there. I thought it was over.
Shoot. This is unbelievable. I thought that was going to be it.
Ricky Starr
getting involved
Ricky Starr trying to grab him. And a clothesline. Zach Gold now taking advantage of the distraction.
His fellow Buck. Oh!
Tripping him.
Sweeping the leg there. This is... You better kick out, Arik.
Only a 2 count. Ricky Starr in disbelief right there. The last thing they want to do is lose the title.
The way I want to end Strike is with good old Arik Alexander walking out as your SWF World Champion.
Oh, here we go.
Maybe people will put respect on the title and then, Zach, if that's what you want from this Strike locker room.
Arik taking both of them out. right there. But Zach immediately, I think Ricky Starr actually took the brunt of that impact, which is helping Zach Gold, and a bicycle knee to the face. And wait, the referee.
I think it was all a ploy.
Look, the referee.
And now the ref kicks out Ricky Starr.
Ricky's
I think
out.
they were doing a send help ploy, and now with the headbutt.
Flying headbutt right there. 1, 2. Oh, the distraction is all Zach Gold needed to get this victory. How disappointing. I thought Arik had it.
I thought he did as well, but the absolute chaos that erupted was too much for the director of chaos here at the end of tonight's match. Ricky Starr assisting Zach Gold, helping him back up onto his feet, only to both of them getting taken down by Erik Alexander, and quite the sequence here. Please replays, please show it, please.
I don't think it's gonna do it.
Please.
Aren't you in charge of the show? Can't you just make him show it?
You know, don't you wish, Pat? Don't you fucking wish?
You seem to get a little angry, man. Just play it. You're the general manager. Nah, I don't think it's gonna show it, man. I don't think it's gonna show it.
Look at
here
this
we go.
moment here, Pat.
Yeah, I mean,
it was so significant in the match that I cannot believe it happened the way it happened. And then get kicked out Ricky Starr from the match, immediately into the headbutt for Zach Gold to get the win. Erik Alexander, no idea where he is, unable to win the SWF World Championship from Zach Gold tonight.
Whoa, wait,
I'm pissed off.
That's Steven. Steven Chronicles is walking down to the ring, and Zach Gold is celebrating. He has no idea.
Oh, and Zach Gold, it looks like he just now noticed Steven, and Zach Gold's running away. Ricky Starr is shocked that Zach Gold ran away as Steven runs into the ring going after Ricky Starr.
And immediately,
Zach Gold just left Ricky Starr alone in the ring.
Zach Gold just leaving his faction partner, and Steven Chronicles just beating down Ricky Starr. Arm drag right there.
These two will be facing off at Supremacy this week, folks. Steven Chronicles versus Zach Gold for the SWF World Championship. Steven putting down all of the Golden Bucks here tonight.
Oh my God. You're missing a swanton.
Ricky Starr going back at it.
Now coming back. Oh, but Steven Chronicles reversing. Oh, what is he going for?
Continuing his attack against Ricky Starr. Zach Gold nowhere to be seen.
Uh-oh.
Steven sending a message, though.
Butterfly superplex off the top rope.
Read the damn Chronicle, Zach. Read it. Read it and weep.
And Steven just going to town on Ricky Starr. Oh, and that crossface. That crossface is locked in.
We gotta get security out there. Security.
Oh, we got
security. Stop him.
Is this what we're gonna see at the at Supremacy?
We are SWF on YouTube. Supremacy later this week. Be sure to check it out. Steven Chronicles versus Zach Gold. SWF World Championship on the line. But tonight we are moving on to our European Championship in the women's division being put on the line before a special promo amongst our global champion Animus in our main event, as Delilah Sheilds, the champion of Artemis, makes her way down. Now, Delilah is taking on Skull tonight for the European Championship. Of course, Delilah Sheilds is the one that was able to put Skull through a table to win the belt of Artemis off of Skull in the first place. And now tonight, Delilah is saying that she's going to be able to put Skull down and take that European Championship right off of her.
Yeah, I don't think that's possible. Skull is on another level, as I said last week. You know, ever since winning the European title, she really hit a stride here at ShockWrestling. And she's just a dominant force here in your women's division.
And who's to say that her loss against Delilah Sheilds in that tables match wasn't just a misstep? That happens plenty of times in gimmick matches like that, as Skull makes her way in with the Women's European Championship around her waist. Now, you and Skull have known each other for many years now.
Yes, that is correct. You know, we I joined the wrestling business first, of course. And, when she was trying to find something to do, I said, hey, come to a wrestling school with me. I knew her from mutual friends, and ever since we've been really good friends. And she's now, European champion. She went from being someone who didn't really know wrestling that much to now being a champion in wrestling. And I couldn't be more proud of this woman.
Yes, of course, and don't forget to check out twitch.tv/theplaguepat, and you can hear Skull and Pat over here playing their Dark Souls or
and she,
whatever it is you kids play.
Not to plug PCW, but she just won.
Oh, do that.
She just won the Women's Pure Honor Championship over there.
Oh, okay. So Skull, clearly, not only a dominant force here on Friday Night Strike, but as well as on PCW, which you could once again check out on Pat's channel over on Twitch. Delilah Sheilds taking on Skull, and once again coming into this match a little bit disrespectful towards Skull, saying, I took this championship off of you. I could take the European Championship off of you as well. It's a little heated here between Skull and Delilah Sheilds already.
Yeah, they do not like each other. I was talking to Skull earlier, and she was telling me how she cannot wait to get her revenge here tonight and just bulldoze Delilah Shield. And you know what? When she said bulldoze, I was like, I believe you. Yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with you either. But a sling blade right off the top, and Delilah Shields trying to end this early. Oh my God! Phantom Driver. 1.
There you go.
2. Oh, and Skull kicking out.
Now, Delilah, of course, trained alongside Jaden, who is a prominent superstar in the ShockWrestling universe's past.
Diving elbow.
And Jaden, of course, himself was inspired by the likes of, big Olympians. And I know that's where Delilah Shields shifted her focus to becoming more of a technical wrestler. And it seems to be working in her advantage tonight against Skull so far.
Yeah, no, Delilah Shields is just keeping Skull on the ground. That's what you got to do. Just keep the pressure on. Don't let her get up. Don't let her get momentum. Cut her off when you can.
But I can name more Skull wins than losses, that's for sure, Pat, as she throws Delilah Shields right over her shoulder.
That is correct. Oh, whoa. She's going for the Galactabomb already, and, Delilah Shields getting out of it. Springboard dropkick, but jumps over Skull. Skull was just too close there, and now a double axe handle to the back of the head.
It doesn't matter how many tapes Delilah Shields may have studied. She is not able to get out of those slips and mishaps like that. Skull using those moments to her full advantage to take on Delilah. Ow!
Right there, a headbutt. Delilah Shields is in trouble. As I said, you want to keep Skull on the ground, make sure she doesn't gain momentum, and Delilah Shields is not able to do that right now.
I mean, you've seen many a woman superstars take on Skull over on PCW as well. Delilah Shields.
Oh, a splash!
Just because she got the advantage over Skull once in a tables match, I don't think she's expecting this. This is a normal match, folks, and Skull is bringing the thunder.
Oh, yeah. Skull has improved drastically since that tables match anyway. So to think that she's just going to come in here and just beat Skull like nothing, that shows that, Delilah Shields, very ignorant human being to think that Skull is just not someone who's going to evolve and learn from a loss. Delilah Shields in the corner now. Oh, I was going for the Galactabomb, but Delilah Shields grabbed her before she got a chance.
There you go. That interesting recovery here by Delilah Shields. Of course, your champion of Artemis. The belt not on the line tonight, but will she walk out as a double champ? Full advantage over Skull again.
Skull is in a lot of trouble here, JVH. And now raking at the face at face paint. Skull keeps going for that Galactabomb, has tried it twice already and was not able to get it. And now going after the legs of Skull, which is very smart of Delilah Shields, taking away the strength.
For our audience at home who may not know, who did Skull just beat for her championship on PCW?
Oh, Relka. Relka was
that felt
was
like
the
in the Scooby-Doo movie when they call the lifeguard or the Coast Guards and they just start evil laughing. Yeah. Delilah Shields with the cover.
2.
Is this gonna end it for Skull? No.
Yes, she beat At our Elimination Chamber event, she beat Relka for the Women's Pure Honor Championship in a electric matchup.
Ka-chow.
Ka-chow, and a drop kick right to the chest of Skull. And now a Kimagiri knee to the face. Skull is in a lot of trouble here. One,
going for
two.
Another cover.
Oh, and a kick out.
There it goes. The shoulder is up.
Delilah
Sheilds is pissed.
Yeah, she's flipping out right there. She thought it was over.
I would be pissed off too, but Skull rising from the grave once again. Uh-oh. Delilah stopping her in her tracks.
What's this? Oh, an interesting,
this is interesting.
Interesting submission maneuver. Going after the leg again. As I said, going after the legs of Skull will take away the power, but Skull rolling through.
Damn.
Go! Oh, she got it! JV, Galactabomb!
That's gotta be it, folks. That's gotta be it.
1, 2. No, and she kicked out of the Galactabomb.
Delilah Sheilds gets out of it. Women's wrestling chants from the crowd. Skull throwing Delilah into the
avalanche. Corner. Throwing Delilah Sheilds, missing the clothesline. Crossbody, though. What's Skull going to do now? Oh, Skull's going to probably go for that splash that she's won many a match with. And there we go, a splash.
Oh! Into a cover.
2, 3. Gets the win, the falling star.
Now, Skull had stated to me before this match that, JVH, if there's a possibility, if there is a chance, I want to go after the belt of Artemis. Folks, I'm going to make it official. Delilah Sheilds versus Skull at ShockWrestling Saturday night's crowd-pleasing event 2K26. Next Friday, 2K26. Next Saturday, 2K26. We have a huge weekend for everybody on the Shock Wrestling universe.
Damn, what a week we have going into the new game. And I believe Skull's going to be a double champ. It's happening, ladies and gentlemen. Skull is going to be the belt of Artemis and the European champion.
We have a busy week still next week, folks. And don't forget, coming up next, Animus, your Shockwave Global Champion, will be making his way down to make a few statements here. Congratulations to Skull, your European champion, for not only retaining the title, but getting the opportunity next week on Saturday night's crowd-pleasing event as we return it to here in the Shock Wrestling universe. Now, Pat, it's time to hear from quarterback number 1, our Shockwave Global Champion, Animus, is making his way down.
QB1, let's go.
How do you feel about this guy? He's been holding on to that championship strong.
You know, he has a lot of style. I like the clothing he's coming down to the ring, and he has been a true QB1, a true top champion here in Shock Wrestling. So I can't take anything away from him other than the small spat we had when I joined Shock Wrestling. I like this guy.
Animus known for creating small spats around the universe, but let's see what small spat he's going to create here tonight with what he has to say to our crowd.
Yeah, he told me not to talk to him until I do something. Do I have your attention now, Animus?
Shock Rock Rumble is in the books. 2 weeks ago, I defeated Gavin Bell, again, and later that same night, TJ Baker won the men's Rumble match, which means at Mayhem 4, he headlines. He faces either the world champion on Caw, Robert Ballantyne, or the global champion on Strike, me. Now, I understand there's a long road until Mayhem. A lot can change. But if it comes down to it, I would have no problem stepping into the ring with TJ Baker one more time. We started here together, Wings of Destruction, 2 hungry wrestlers trying to prove we belonged. Since then, tag partners, rivals, enemies, allies, feuds that carried entire seasons. At the end of the day, though, TJ Baker is one of the most talented wrestlers I have ever stepped in the ring with. And if it's me and him at Mayhem 4, it'll be legendary.
Oh! Who's this?
Hey, what?
Okay.
What's my boy?
TJ Baker's buddy, who we didn't think were necessarily getting wrong, Emerson Rivers, making his way down after Animus's harsh statements, especially towards his former friend and, of course, biggest rival, TJ Baker. Emerson Rivers, I think he might have something to say in response, Pat.
Yeah, my boy Flower coming down to the ring, and, Flower and Animus have not been getting along over on the Twitter.
That's real sweet, man. Truly, Hallmark Channel vibes. Look, I'm happy for TJ. The fans love him again, and I love that for him. I just hope Ace's mind games don't affect him. But what I don't understand is why you're already talking about him.
Because he won the Rumble?
Yeah? And what about last week? I won the number 1 contenders match. March 7th, Saturday night's crowd-pleasing event. Me, you, for the Global Championship. So maybe talk about the guy standing right in front of you. You want to recap, everyone? Let's talk about my resume. Former Community Creations champion, winner of the Shock 64 tournament, former tag team champion with TJ Baker. Just like you.
I'll give you credit. You've had a good run. But I'm the QB1 of Shock Wrestling. And the QB1 focuses on the big game. You're just another monster of the week.
Monster of the week? You mean like last Mayhem season when you were getting dumped by Nicole Fox and losing the Chaos Championship? You mean that kind of monster? Because from where I'm standing, people aren't waiting to see who you'll beat next. They're waiting to see who you'll lose to. At the end of the day, you're only champion because Nicholas or Robert didn't want to work Fridays.
Careful. I defeated Nicholas at Crisis. And since you want to talk about losing on big stages, didn't you just tap out to Jay Wolf at the Shock Rock Rumble? So please, spare me the lecture. I was trying to be respectful. But let's be honest. 10 years from now, they'll talk about the legendary run of Animus. They'll talk about the rise of TJ Baker. And you'll be remembered as the comedy wrestler who made people laugh for a couple months. You don't understand. You're not part of the bigger picture.
You really believe that? Or are you jealous? Jealous that me and TJ figured it out. We've made mistakes, we've fought, but we respect each other. You two, you have more breakups than Ross and Rachel. You've changed, Animus. TJ changed too. But you turned into the corporate face of Shock Wrestling. Smiling at press conferences, answering nice little media questions, beating Monsters of the Week challengers like you're some superhero. Meanwhile, I'm out here winning tournaments, headlining PLEs, touring Shock Wrestling and SWF. People are starting to respect my craft while you're becoming more of a sports entertainer, putting on a good show. And, oh yeah, I'm also better at being TJ's best friend.
You're not his best friend.
See you March 7th.
Emerson Rivers dropping the mic, but not after it looked like Animus was going to take a swing. Oh! Emerson walking away smartly here tonight, Pat.
Oh my god, I feel like Animus is in his second love triangle in Shock Wrestling.
I can't disagree with you there, Pat. This is one hell of a way to go into Mayhem 4. Emerson Rivers and Animus not done with each other here yet, folks. I guess you're going to have to stay tuned for more action. Folks, thank you so much for joining us throughout 2K25. This is my final go home. I'm glad Pat gets to experience it with me.
It's gonna be great.
Pat, thank you for joining us over the past few weeks, and I expect to see you here in the future on Friday Night Strike as well. But thank you to everybody who has joined the Shock Wrestling universe this year in 2K25, 2K26 next week. We will see you Friday Night Strike, bright and early, 2K26. I cannot wait, folks. Same bat time, same bat channel. Good night, everybody.
All right, now to catch my flight to New Zealand.